friends. Ah, thank you and welcome to so many friends from so many places. And probably everyone knows if you want to see everyone who's here, you change your view to gallery and see friends from everywhere. And let's just be together for a moment and feel nourished by our togetherness. And we were speaking earlier that this really is the call. The purpose of our call is for us to be nourished just by being together. Ulay Arabic?
طيب هلا هي حكت روبرتا في البداية انه احنا خلينا ناخذ هيك دقيقة شوي وخلينا نكون مرتاحين كمان ونحس في هذا الشعور او في هذا الراحة اللي احنا اصلا حاسينها او اللي كل واحد فينا حاسسها. يعني خلينا نقول مثل لحظات تأمل صغيرة بيننا وبين حالنا.
Before we begin the presentations, uh, our first presenter, Raefa, is going to offer a prayer. And then Mayan, our second presenter, will read the prayer in Hebrew, and I guess I will read the prayer in English. And Mohamed is also one of our presenters, and we'll introduce each of them when it's their turn to share.
قبل ما نبلش الجلسة بدها تحكي رئيفة دعاء بالعربي ومعيان بدها تحكي بالعبري وطبعا روبرتا بدها تحكي باللغة الإنجليزية.
Raefa, okay. We
Yes,
can hear you.
yes, I know. مساء الخير للجميع. أنا بدي أقرأ صلاة بالعربي كتبناها أنا والحخامة لأورا إزراحي فيريد اللي هي القائدة تبعت روح جليلية، وأنا كتبتها معها كمديرة مجال الحياة المشتركة في المركز التربوي لأوبك في حيفا. يا رب الرحمة والسلام، يا إله الحياة والعدل، أنت الذي ترى ألم الإنسان ورجاءه، وتعلم كم نحن قريبون بعضنا من بعض وكم نبتعد أحيانا في القلوب. ملايين البشر يعيشون على كوكبنا الصغير، كثيرون يعيشون في الشرق الأوسط، مسافات قصيرة بين النهر والبحر، وألم يتسع في القلوب. لنا جميعا عيون، أيد، قلب، لنا جميعا مخاوف ورجاء، لنا جميعا أطفال يطلبون مستقبلا، ولنا قلب يتوق إلى العيش بأمان. لدينا خيار، هل نسخر الأيدي للحرب أم للخير؟ حتى في زمن الحرب هناك اختيار. هل نتذكر قدسية الحياة؟ هل نصون كرامة الإنسان في الإنسان؟ اللهم افتح أيدينا ولا تجعلها قبضات. لين قلوبنا في أيام الشدة. أعد إلينا روح الرحمة لا روح الانتقام. علمنا عدلا ترافقه رحمة، وسلاما لا يتجاهل الألم. ولا تنسوا أن القبضة كانت يوما يدا مفتوحة وأصابع. يهودا عميحاي. صلاتنا اليوم من أجل الحق الأساسي في الحياة، أن نعيش بأمان وكرامة مع تعليم واحتضان، أن يجلس كل إنسان آمنا في ظل كرمته وتينته، وأن نعيش بلا خوف من كراهية أو عنصرية، وأن نعلم أن القانون يساوي بيننا جميعا. صلاتنا اليوم هي رؤيا النبي إشعياء، فيطبعون سيوفهم سككا ورماحهم مناجل، لا ترفع أمة على أمة سيفا، ولا يتعلمون الحرب بعد اليوم. ليتنا نستحق أيام شفاء، أياما تبنى فيها القوة ولا تهدم، أياما ينتصر فيها القلب على الخوف، أياما يجتمع فيها العدل والرحمة، وسلام يقوم على مسؤولية متبادلة، ألا يكون الجار عدوا ولا المختلف تهديدا، ويبقى الإنسان إنسانا. اللهم أوقف العنف، أعد الأمان والاستقرار، اشف الجراح الظاهرة والخفية، وعلمنا أن نعيش معا. آمين، وليكن كذلك.
آمين.
آمين.
ריבון הרחמים והשלום, אלוהי החיים והצדק, אתה הרואה את כאב האדם ואת תקוותו, היודע כמה קרובים אנחנו זה לזה, וכמה רחוקים אנחנו לעתים בלב. המוני בני אדם חיים על הכדור הקטן שלנו, קילומטרים חיים במזרח התיכון, 10 מיליון בין הירדן לבין הים, מרחקים קצרים כל כך וכאב שמתרחב. לכולנו עיניים, ידיים, לב, לכולנו פחדים ותקוות, לכולנו ילדים המבקשים עתיד, לכולנו לב המבקש לחיות בביטחון. יש לנו בחירה, האם הידיים ישמשו למלחמה או לטובה. גם בתוך מלחמה יש בחירה. האם נזכור את קדושת החיים? האם נשמור על צלם האדם שבאדם? אנא, פתח את ידינו ולא את אגרופנו. רכך את לבבנו בימים של קושי. השב בנו רוח של רחמים ולא של נקמה. למד אותנו צדק המלווה בחמלה, ושלום שאינו מתעלם מן הכאב. תפילתנו היום היא לזכות הבסיסית לחיות. לחיות בבטחה, בכבוד, עם חינוך וחיבוק. איש תחת גפנו, וכל אישה תחת תאנתה. לחיות ללא פחד משנאה וגזענות, ולדעת שיש לכולנו שוויון בחוק. תפילתנו היום היא כוונתו של ישעיהו הנביא, וכיתתו חרבותם לעתים וחניתותיהם למזמרות, לא יישא גוי אל גוי חרב ולא ילמדו עוד מלחמה. מי ייתן ונזכה לימים של ריפוי, ימים שבהם כוח ייבנה ולא יהרס, ימים שבהם הלב יגבר על הפחד, ימים של צדק הנושא בתוכו רחמים, ושל שלום המבוסס על אחריות הדדית. השכן לא יהיה אויב, והשונה לא יהיה איום, והאדם יישאר אדם. יהי רצון שתיפסק האלימות, שישובו הביטחון והיציבות, שירפאו הפצעים הגלויים והנסתרים, ושנלמד יחד לחיות. אמן כן יהי רצון.
אמן.
You of mercy and peace, you of justice and life, you see humanity's pain and hope and know how close we are to one another and how far we can move apart. Billions of people live on our small globe. Millions live in the Middle East, 10 million between the Jordan and the sea. We all have eyes, hands, hearts. We all have fears and hopes. We all have children who ask for a future. We all have hearts that yearn to live in peace. We have a choice. Will our hands be used for war or for good? Even in war, there is a choice. Will we do everything to preserve human life? Will we protect the sanctity of humanity that is within all of us? Please open our hands and not our fists. Soften our hearts in these times of trouble. Return to us the spirit of mercy and not of vengeance. Teach us justice that goes hand in hand with compassion and peace that does not ignore pain. Our prayer today is the intent of the prophet Isaiah. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. May we see days of healing, days that power will build and not destroy. Days where our hearts will overcome fear. Days of justice that holds mercy and peace with mutual accountability. Our neighbors will not be an enemy. Those who are different will not be a threat, and human will be humans. May all the violence stop. May we have stability and security, that all wounds, both visible and invisible, will heal. And may we learn together to live. Amen, and let it be
Amen.
so. Thank you, Raefa and Rava. So, friends, let's just all breathe together. And again, you might want to change your view to gallery so you can see all of us breathing together.
يا جماعة خلينا هيك نتنفس كلنا مع بعض، وإذا عشان بدكم تشوفوا كل الموجودين ففيكم تغيروا تروحوا على عندكم كلمة فيو جاليري تكبسوا عليها على أساس تشوفوا كل الموجودين هون.
And just to bring us even more together in this present moment, let's just do a short guided meditation together.
خلينا بدنا نسوي جلسة صغيرة مع بعض على أساس تقربنا كلنا من بعض.
And just asking, Bivrit, does anyone want translation? איך אומרים בעברית?
האם מישהו צריך תרגום לעברית?
תרגום.
אם כן, אז תסמנו. תרימו יד או משהו. אם לא, אז נחסוך את הזמן תרגום לעברית ונקשיב באנגלית.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And Jenna, if you could... נירית.
יש. אוקיי, אז כן, נתרגם.
Nirit is beautiful in both languages and wants to hear Hebrew. Hevanti, we hear you. Hevantu, yeah. Jenna, can you just leave Raefa, Maayan, and me and Mohamed unmuted? I think it's just easier. Thank you. Thank you. So, just take a moment to call to your mind something, words you heard that nourished your heart, maybe today or yesterday, just to bring that into your mind right now. Just a smile, anything you heard from someone, maybe someone in this Zoom room that gave you a sense of your heart being nourished.
تذكروا أي شيء، تذكروا أي موقف صار معكم امبارح أو اليوم أو حتى خلال هذا الزوم، يعني خلاكم أو شيء أعطاكم طاقة إيجابية، خلينا نقول يعني، وتخيلوه هيك يعني بينكم وبين حالكم.
Maybe it's that baby smiling in Yael's lap. Just to bring into your mind and then into your embody the feeling of being nourished by another human being.
ممكن ضحكة طفل أو أي إشي تاني تذكرتوه خلى هيك قلبكم يرتعش، يعني من الحب، خلينا نقول بالدفى يعني.
And then just use your breathing in and breathing out.
استعملوا نفسكم، نفس للداخل زفير، نفس للداخل ونفس للخارج، يعني تنفسوا.
Let the breath be like the wind, just bringing that nourishment through your whole body.
وهذا النفس اللي بيكون مثل الرياح اللي بيلمس قلبكم بالشهيق والزفير.
Just for a few moments,
بس
just
للحظات قليلة.
use your breathing in and out to hold all the nourishment, to let it wash through your body. And letting the nourishing breath clear out, just for now, worries and tension, just to let it all be cleared out. And then just look at one person in the Zoom room and breathe out your nourishment to them. Share your nourishment in our Zoom room. Just one more in breath and out breath, bringing in nourishment and spreading it out.
حسوا بنفسكم هو هيك داخل وهو طالع.
And just before we finish a very short meditation, I would love to hear, Mohamed, if you will, if you could just say in Arabic so I can learn. Breathe in nourishment and breathe out nourishment.
تنفسوا لجوا للداخل.
داخل.
تنفسوا. يس، تنفس لجوا للداخل، لداخل قلبك. حس بالنفس وتنفس للخارج، للداخل للخارج.
Thank you. And Maayan, would you say it in Hebrew?
לנשום פנימה את ההזנה שנמצאת עבורנו, ולנשוף את זה החוצה לחברים שבזום.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And so thank you, friends. I've put mine back to speaker, and you can see our three guest speakers and me as the moderator. So the format for today is I'm going to ask our speakers a few questions, and we will hear from each of them, and then we will open for questions from everyone. Okay. Yeah. And so first, thank you for bringing your presence during war. That is the gift that we can all bring and have brought. Thank you. And I'm so excited to welcome Raefa, Maayan, and Mohamed, because you are my teachers. You inspire me. You are truly in the war, and yet you find what you have within yourself to bring peace. And this is what we want to learn from you today. Arabi?
طبعا هي بترحب في المتحدثين الرئيسيين اللي هم محمد ومعيان ورئيفة، وبدها تشوف انه كل واحد فينا تجارب الشخصية تبعته وبالقصة تبعته، وهي طبعا كتير ممنونة انه احنا بنجيب هذا الامل، لانه احنا عايشين وساكنين في وسط الحرب هون في الارض المقدسة. فهي بدها تشوف، بدها تحس وتسمع عن التجارب تبعتنا.
And Nadia, your hand is raised. Is there something you want to share before we proceed?
Hi, Roberta. I just want to say, okay, I'm really glad that I could make it to be with you. I just want to say that the chat, it's disabled. There is no possibility to write there.
Yeah, we thought we would turn it off during the speakers presenting, and then turn it on later.
Okay. Okay, thank
Okay.
you. Right.
Okay. Thank you, Nadia. So, really, my first question is, would you tell us about your inner process, what you do, so that you can continue bringing the work of peace and understanding between peoples while bombs are falling around you? And each of you take all the time you need to share with us, to teach us, to inspire us for how you do your own work so that you can offer what you offer to us.
طبعا هو سؤالها الأول بيحكي عن كل واحد والعملية الداخلية تبعته أو الإجراء الداخلي تبعه اللي بخليه، كيف هلا بخليه محافظ على هذا الأمل، كيف بيجلب السلام، كيف بحاول يصنع الأمل في ظل الوضع اللي احنا عايشينه هون، في ظل الحروب اللي احنا عايشينها واللي عشناها من قبل، وفي ظل المآسي الموجودة احنا عندنا في البلد. فكل واحد، فهلا هي بدها تسألنا إنه كل واحد فينا كيف أنت لسه محافظ على هذا الأمل لليوم.
And whoever would like to share first, you are welcome.
Ladies first.
Raefa, you want to start or?
You want me guys to start? It's okay.
אני יכולה להתחיל,
יאללה.
ודווקא אני אתחיל במשהו אחר, כי זה משהו חשוב לי, כאילו, וזה הנושא שמאוד מעסיק אותי. איך אנחנו, למרות התקופה הכואבת מאוד, איך אנחנו בכל זאת מצליחים לשמור על לב פתוח אחד כלפי השני.
So translate it to English.
Yes.
Yes. So Raefa said that she wants to talk first about something that very important to her is how we can still maintain an open heart position to the world in this time of war and conflict and everything that goes on.
תخات הלב שלנו אחד כלפי השני, בכלל לא אומרת שנתעלם מהמציאות.
Wait, maybe Mohamed, you want to translate? Or
מבינאדי.
I don't know. Roberta, what you say? Arabic, I'm just confused a little bit. Arabic, English.
أنا بقدر أحكيها بالعربي كمان.
اوكي.
أنا بقول إنه لما إحنا بنفتح قلبنا واحد للتاني ما بيعني إنه إحنا نتجاهل الواقع الصعب اللي الطرفين موجودين فيه. تقدر محمد إسا تترجم ولا بدك أحكي كله مرة واحدة؟
لا بدك تحكي. طب يلا بدك تترجم ايش للانجليش؟ لا
خلينا أقول هيك كمان مرة. أنا بقول إنه أكتر إشي اليوم بساعدني أنا وبعطيني أمل إنه لما بفتح قلبي للطرف التاني بتجاهلش الواقع الصعب اللي إحنا فيه. وأنا
اوكي
بقول
خلينا.
شغلة واحدة
يا
الإشي.
خلينا. So she said that she's like opened her heart. she's خليك بس كمان مرة بعينك الله عشان ما كنتش مركز معك.
بقول أنا إنه أكتر إشي بهمني وبنطيني أمل بهاي الفترة إنه أكون أقدر أفتح قلبي.
the most important things for her in this period and in this time to open her heart
وما تجاهلش الواقع الصعب اللي إحنا فيه.
and to not ignoring the difficulties that we have it here.
لما التعاطف بيناتنا بيكون موجود مع الوجع الموجود نقدر إحنا نفتح قلبنا لبعض. وإذا ما بنكون متعاطفين مع الوجع تبع الطرف الثاني قلوبنا بتتسكر.
When the sympathy exists between us, so we can feel each other's. But when we don't have sympathy between each others, so our hearts will still closed. It will be closed.
شكرا.
Thank you. شكرا.
Thank you, Raefa. شكرا.
So I will first I want to maybe say a few words about myself because I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. And Amin, I see you. Amin is
Mr. Amin.
Amin. Ahlan. So I lost my parents in October 7 attack. Both of them were in the whole house, and since then, it's like a new life for me, and I want to share one story that happened to me in the first 7 days. You know, in the Jewish tradition, the days of mourning, the Shiva, is 7 days that we mourn, and we actually decided to do this without receiving a formal notice about the death of our parents, because they didn't know yet what happened to them. But we felt it's my family. We are 5 siblings, and we all felt very deeply that our parents did not survive this attack, and we are not waiting for anyone to tell us that we can do more, the Shiva, and we just decided to do it. And already on Sunday, October 8th, we announced that we are opening my home to the Shiva. And I want to share one very, very strong moment I had during those days, that many, many people came to give, to be with us. And also people from around where my parents used to live, in the area surrounding Gaza Strip. So many people came from there, very traumatized, of course. And we have a lot of friends, Arab, from Israel and from Palestine, that came and cried with us. So it was a mixture. Thousands of people came, and for me it was very strong to feel that there were religious people, Jewish, Arab, like Muslim, it was just people who came. And in one moment, I stopped see clearly. It's like it was so overwhelming, everything, and my eyes just, I couldn't see faces, and I only could see like clouds or energies that are coming, and when they approached me, then I would see a face. But first I just saw like clouds or energies floating, and I saw, it was very clear that if the energy is good for me or not. And it was very strong vision that I had. And I remember that. And after the 7 days of Shiva, and many, many things that happened, I always keep it in my body, this experience that if someone comes to me, and I feel the energy. First, I feel like if I feel open, safe, or no. And I trust that, I remember that every one of us is beneath the face, there is a soul being for me. That's the way I see it. Like every one of us, everyone on this planet is a soul being that chose, or maybe not consciously, but is here now. And for me, it's very important to remember that beneath the face and the color and the religions, there is soul being, and we are, all of us, in this planet together. And I do have to trust my sense of safety, because if someone is coming with violence or aggression toward me, it's important for me to keep myself safe. But I do keep it in mind that even those people, those bad people, can be also in every color and every religion. Um, and for me, it's not about the outside, it's about the inside.
Mohamed, as much of that you can translate.
Yeah.
Maybe the last
Yeah.
sentence.
No, actually, I know my story. I know my story very well. طبعا معيان عاشت حياة خلينا نقول متكاملة، ولكن آخر سنتين من الحرب ب7 أكتوبر كان عندها هذه اللحظة، لحظة يوم السبت في 7 أكتوبر، هي لحظة تاريخية في حياتها على اللي صار معها واللي صار مع الأهل عندها واللي صار مع عائلتها في 7 أكتوبر. معيان كانت في ب7 أكتوبر، يعني لأنه هي كمان روت القصة تبعتها من قبل. في هذا اليوم، ولما سمعوا عندهم انه في انذارات وفي صفارات انذار وفي إشي عم بيصير في البلد، اجاها تلفون من احدى الناس المعينين او الناس المقربين، كانوا يحكوا انه بالنسبه لاهلك او بالنسبه لاهلها، يعني هي اول شيء كانت كثير خايفه منيح، لانه هي كانت تعرف انه في إشي صاير انا عند اهلي، بس انا لسه مش عارفه شو هو اللي صاير. ففي لحظه لما عرفت انه دخلوا على الكيبوتسات، دخلت حماس على الكيبوتسات وسووا اللي سووه في 7 اكتوبر، هون عرفت في لحظه معينه عن طريق الناس، عن طريق قرايبها، انه في حدا انقتل من عيلتها، او في حدا انأذى من عيلتها، او في حدا صار معاه إشي من عيلتها. هون في اللحظة هذه بقول لك بطلت تشوف، يعني هون عيونها صارت تشوف غيوم، صارت تشوف ضباب، كيف احنا بنحكي بالعربي ضباب، انا مش شايف إشي، فهي صارت تشوف ضباب، مش مصدقة اللي صار معها، مش مصدقة الحدث الفظيع اللي صار عندها وصار عند عيلتها. انا بدي احكي قصة معين في طريقتي انا، لانه انا هلا ما كنت معكم، طلعت على الحمام ورجعت، ولكن انا بعرف قصتها كثير منيح. فهي بعد ما سمعت خبر انه في حدا اتأذى من عندها من عيلتها، بقول لك بطلت تشوف، كانت الدنيا حواليها ضباب منيح، ولكن كانت حتى بعد اللي صار معها، اذا بتسمع كلمة عربي، اذا حدا بيحكي عربي، ما تتحملش اذا اي انسان قدامها بيحكي باللغة العربية، شي كانت يعني مستحيل تتحمل. بس لانه هي اجت من عيله وانولدت من عيله عندها في قلبها موجود الايمان وموجود الحب، واللي هي اللي اختارته هي واخوها معوز كمان، واخوها ليور كمان، كل العيله اللي اختاروه انه لا، انا بدل الانتقام، بدل اروح انا بدي اقتل العرب، انا بدي احب العرب، انا بدي اوصل صوتي للعرب، انا بدي احكي للعرب شو صار معي في عائلتي، احنا بدنا نكون هون ايد وحده. وهذا اللي احنا بنحكيه ضحايا حروب، واللي احنا بنحكي انه طبعا يعني هي اختارت الحب بدل الانتقام، هي اختارت القرب بدل الانتقام. فهذه قصة معيان في اختصار.
شكرا محمد.
Yeah. Did you feel complete, Mayan, or did you want to continue?
You ask a very, it's a work, to keep my heart open. I think Mohammed already told some things. I understand you.
I know your story, so I added
Yeah,
something for me.
yeah. So maybe I will tell also in English, that after October 7, I was my body was freeze and in fear. I was very, very traumatized by the stories that I've heard, and just the thinking of my parents in their last moments, and their death was very violent, and not the way I think nobody deserve in this world. So it took me a while to be able to hear Arabic without freeze. And I was I live in Israel, and there are many people who speak Arabic around me, and some of them I know, but it wasn't in my control. But my body just hear Arabic, mainly if it was men who were talking, and I was like panic, and I felt that I have to deal with that because I don't want to live. If if I if I'm I if I'm alive, I don't want to live in fear all the time. And so I was invited to give a meditation to women in Nazareth, to a group of women. It was like 100 women, and some of them were speaking Arabic, some of them Hebrew, and some of them English, like here. And I prepared the meditation, and I thought the day before, I thought, I wish someone said this meditation in Arabic. And I just called a woman I didn't know before, but I met her once, and I called her, maybe you can come with me. And she was very happy to do it. And we met just 10 minutes before the meditation session. And I told her, don't translate me. Feel the energy, like be with the energy of the meditation and choose your own words. And what happens that we stood together, and I was guiding, I started to guide the meditation in Hebrew, and then I said something and she said something, and it was like this, me and her. And in one moment, there were like also a very strong sensation. Our voices, I heard them, it's a sound, yeah, it's the wave of the sound. So I saw the sound came out of me and the sound came out of her. They were in sync. And it was like I saw the two waves coming together from us to the woman who were listened. And we were starting to cry, and all the people there, we were just starting to cry because it was such an amazing sensation. And for me, it was healing. It just healed my fear from the sound of the Arabic. Um, and I want to say that it's a choice, like the prayer says, yeah? It's a choice to confront your fear. Because every one of us, mainly here in the Holy Land, all over, we have so much to fear about, like all the time. Wherever I go out the door, and now even at my home, I'm in alert mode. There really a reasonable fear all the time. But it's a choice that we can make. I have many stories about it, but I don't have enough time. But I just say I understood it's up to me to choose, and first to heal myself in order to live the way I want to live, that is with open heart. And this choice is few times a day I need to make it. Like, it's not, okay, I made a choice and that's it. It's an ongoing, I don't want to say work, but it's an ongoing active choice that I make. And it can be, with the people in the street, and it can be with the things that are happening now. So for me to be here, to see Mohamed that I met after October 7, I didn't know him, but because I chose to open my heart and to heal myself, I chose to be brave and to go and meet people. And I met Mohamed, and he became like a brother for me. And I mean, also we are family in the Parent Circle Forum. And, for me, it's the thing, you people are helping me to live with open heart. So thank you.
Thank you, Maayan. Mohamed,
Yeah, she almost brings some tears on my face. I am. My name is Mohamed Jamous. I'm a Palestinian peace builder and activist from the West Bank in Palestine. I hold a master's degree in political science. I'm 35 years old. I was born in Jerusalem, raised in Jericho. Currently, I live in Ramallah, in the West Bank, in the center of the West Bank. I raised in this environment in Jericho. We're shooting everywhere. We're killing everywhere. Where is shoulders? Where is violence? So I raised in this environment since I was like, I just remember myself, I was maybe like 9, 10 years old, and I see all this violence on the TV, on the ground, physically around us, on the neighborhood. I already had the trauma since I was kid. I already had trauma from everything, from this violence since I was kid. In some point, when I get 20 years old, I had this question to myself, Muhammad, if there's people who created violence in this land, if there's people who are killing each others in this land, maybe because of the name, maybe because of the identity, maybe because of the roots, maybe because of some reasons, but why we shouldn't have people who are really keeping hope between people? Why we shouldn't have people, human being, just to tell the world that yes, I am here as Palestinian. I love my people, I love myself, and I love my family. In the other side, I love my neighbors, I love my partners, and I'm completely ready to hear my partners, my neighbors from the Jewish side stories. What is the problem? I had this question in my head since I was 20 years old, and then I start looking to work for some organizations in the West Bank. So I worked with several organizations in the West Bank, such as One Voice Palestine, such as Palestinian Peace Coalition, Together to One. But I mean, like, it wasn't enough for me. I wanna meet Jewish. I wanna meet Israelis. Like those people that on the media, I saw them. They are killing me, and we are killing them. Like those people, my enemy. I wanna see them on the ground. I wanna meet them on the ground, on the real. I started working from here, and then talking with my friends around the world that yes, I wanna meet some Jewish. I wanna meet Israelis for the first time. I wanna know how is the feeling, So after after a few years, and by the way, before I continue my story, I'm a person that I was blocked for 1,000 years by the Israeli government. It means that I have something is called Imni'at Shabak. I had this blocked from Israel, not to work in Israel, not to get permit to Israel, not to get any Israeli area. Because as I said, yes, I raised in this environment, so I was like this kid that he was throwing stones on the soldiers. I was this kid that he was doing many things during my life in the school. So they blocked me for 1,000 years. But then we had we had a deal, and then they removed the blocked. So about my story, one day I got some interfaith peace organizations in the States. And for the first time, I joined their project here in Israel. It was in Jerusalem. And they took us to the north for the first time. And this organization is called the Abrahamic Reunion. So I worked for them for 7 years. And then and then I stopped working for them. And then I got to work with the Children of Abraham project based in Boston in the States as a Holy Land director here till now, till this moment. Let me tell you this in this way. To work with these interfaith organizations, with these peace organizations, is not like when you open your heart hearing Maayan's story. It's not like to tell the world, yes, I am Palestinian, I have rights, I live under occupation, I live under violence. But in the other side, there's people, there is a human being in the other side. And if we couldn't bring those people together, the two people together, we will not achieve anything. We know that there is so many radicals in this world. We know that after October 7th, many things have been changed, everything. But we have two choices: or to let it go, I don't care about it, or no, I have to hold hope with Maayan. We have to continue together with Maayan. I have to share Maayan's story. I have to share Maayan's story. I have to share about her family. When I met Maayan, for me, I have 1,000 of Jewish friends. I have 1,000 of Israeli friends. But for real, and I swear to God, when I met Maayan for the first time, and it was just 6 months ago, I think, I can't explain the feelings I had in my heart. I swear, this lady, that she lost her parents, that she lost her friends, that she lost her people, But today she is here with me, and she is hugging me, and she's loved me, and she told me, Mohamed, you are like my brother. So she just entered my heart in 1 second, So here, what we are doing, because there's some people are saying pro-Palestine, pro-Israel, normalization, different terms. For me, everything, I don't care about everything, about all of these terms. I'm just care about one thing. I am a human being, and I should stand with Maayan as a human being. Because if I keep talking that, yes, I am Palestinian, and I have to take care about my people, that's it. No, this is not the solution. This is not the solution in my side. The solution is that when we can open our hearts, when we can share our feelings together, when we can touch people's hearts by our stories. Each one of us on this land, we have our own stories. Each one of us on this land, we we lost one of our families, or someone he got in jail, or each family in this land has a story. But the main story is if we can share the reality of humanity in this land. The main story here is, as Mohammed, who lives in the West Bank, and to live in the West Bank, I don't know that if you know what is the situation to work for peace and to live in the West Bank. you know. But the main story for me is as Mohammed who lives in the West Bank, and I work under tension, under risk, under stress. But in the other side, I can't keep silent about Maayan, about my Jewish friends. I have so many Jewish friends. And to tell you something, when Palestinians are talking about Jewish, or when Jewish are talking about Palestinians, this is, I think, it's not like normalization. It's not, when we talk about each other's stories, it will open a millions of hearts around the world. This world that today in the States, in Europe, in different countries, these people who is supporting Israel, supporting Palestine, without knowing nothing about our stories, without knowing nothing about our humanity. This is the problem right now in the world, that the world is right now like divided into like two parts. One part is pro-Palestine, the other part is pro-Israel, but there's no third part are hearing what Muhammad, what Muhammad are feeling about Maayan and about his Jewish friends, what Maayan are feeling about Muhammad and her Palestinian friends. This is the problem in this world, and this is what we are trying to do right now. What we are trying to do right now is not just to create peace and love in this land. No, not enough for us. For us, it's, and especially after October 7th and after this massacre, you know, we have to rebuild what was destroyed. We have, yes, for me, it is a massacre. And it was a massacre, October 7th, also like Israel did like massacres for like Palestinians in the I mean, this is like shared stories, but in the other side, we have shared humanity. We have two choices. Or to keep hope between each others, or to let it go and we don't care about it. But if we let it go and we don't care about it, it means that the next generation, after 15 years, 20 years, they will destroy everything. We still can control it. We still can talk. We still can share. But if we lost control and if we didn't share what we have right now, the new generation, the next generation, will like destroy everything. Our kids. So because of that, we have to control our children. We have to educate them. And instead of raising right now all the hateness, racism between each other. No, he's Jewish. No, he's Arab. No, he's Palestinian. No, you are you are not educating your children right now for like for good. You are destroying your kids. You are destroying your children. If it's from the Palestinian Arab side or if it's from the Jewish Israeli side. Right now, I'm 35 years old, and I have started this journey since I was 20 years. Like it's mean that 15 years, and I will continue this. I will continue this work. It's not because like Muhammad, he's like arranging, events or iftars or no. It's because I raised as a human being. My dad, that he passed away 7 months ago, 8 months ago, he taught me, educated me to love Maayan, to love the others. And Muhammad, you don't have even like to think about their religion, about their colors, about their identity, about no. You are a human being, and you should be human, and you should also deal the others as a human being. So I will continue my work as a human being and as a Palestinian peace activist and peace builder. That he's sharing his people's suffering, that he's sharing the Palestinian culture, and the other side that I'm sharing the humanity and the coexistence between each others. And to tell you something that doesn't matter what is the world told you, no one will get out from here, from this land, not Arab and not Jewish. And both of us, we will stay here. And both of us, we will keep continue. And we will create our own future. Doesn't matter about all the terrorist organizations or like corruption that we have in the governments. But I believe that peace is begun with us and from our hearts like Maayan heart, like Muhammad heart, like everyone heart, like I mean everyone heart, because we have We have a peacemakers here. We have, but also we need like just opportunity to the world to hear us.
Yes.
So thank you so much, and I want to say something else that, as I said, like for like Maayan and for all of my Jewish friends, I have this love and this respect. I swear to God, and I'm speaking to you from my heart. I'm having this love and this respect for Maayan and for all of my Jewish friends because I feel the humanity in their eyes. And as I said, we are victims of this war. But inshallah, together we will rebuild what was destroyed, and we will create our own future because all of us we are deserve it. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mohamed. So, before we open up for questions, and then we leave a few minutes at the end so we can hear about any projects. I know Mohammed has a big one coming up. We can hear about it.
Actually, yeah, just if you let me just like half minute. Actually, I have right now next to me Mr. Jerry Katz. He's the founder of
it's okay. We do it at the end.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. So before we move to open questions, I just want to track back to the three of you. Now that you've heard each other and said what you said, is there anything else you would like to share with us? What do you think is important for us to understand about what we can do, our work on ourselves, what we can show up, how can we be sustained? How can we be doing what you're doing, making that choice, as you've all said, over and over? Is there anything else, Raefa, Maayan, Mohamed, you want to add? And maybe it's okay we start with Raefa, if there's something else you want to add. Oh, sorry, you have to be unmuted. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Here. Oh,
We hear you.
Yes. I want to add one sentence. It's very important for me. We don't have to agree on everything to see each other humanity. It's the important sentence for me to continue what Muhammad said, and we don't have to agree on everything of everything to see each other humanity. The humanity is the main thing that we have to save this one to the other. It's very important for me.
Thank you. And do you have anything you can share about what keeps feeding you that you can do that? What do you do? Like when you notice, oh, I'm looking at someone and I'm not seeing their humanity. Is there something you remember or you remind yourself or you do that helps you? Because I think it will help us to learn what you're all doing.
As a social worker that I work every day with Jewish and Arab people, it's very important for me three things that help me. At the first, it's help me. And after that, it's maybe help the other people. I do عبودة بنميت inner work with myself at the first, and deep listening to the other people. It's very important for me. And the safe place to be myself and to agree that the other also feel safe in this space. It's very important that also for me and the other side to feel safe in the space we do to be together. It's very, very necessary and it's important. And these three things help me in the every day that in my work, in the streets, in the when I in the shopping, in every place. These three things that, and all the time I remember myself that at the first I will start with myself and to listen to the other, and also not to agree, but I have to listen. And the truth is not only my truth. There's another truth in the world. I hope you understand me. I don't know how I speak English. I forget that I said that I cannot speak English.
I I understood your English well, and I found your points so helpful that we don't have to agree on everything. You said you start with your inner work to take care of yourself, to create safety for yourself. You said how important it is for the other person also to feel safe. And what was the third thing?
Deep,
Wow.
deep listening to the other side.
Yes, to learn to listen deeply, not about to agree or disagree, just to listen deeply.
Yes,
Yes. Yes, thank you, Raifa. And I'm
thank you.
sorry we didn't have a chance to share. Raifa is doing amazing work in Haifa in Israel. She leads a shared society movement of a very resourced organization, bringing together Palestinians and Jewish Israelis for so many different kinds of programs with hundreds of people. So what she is sharing is from her experience and the work she's doing every day. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Maya.
I would like I would like to add something because I hear also Mohamed and Raefa what they say, and I just want to emphasize something that one of the things I understand is also the boundaries that are very important. When I say no, I don't want to be near a person and I don't want to listen. And also I am not willing to agree with a certain values or actions that ones make. Like we can be very nice to each other even if we don't agree in a safe space like this, right? And I do believe that to create those safe spaces to bring our hearts like Muhammad said, to bring really our heart and to listen from our heart to the other, to the stories. It's difficult sometimes, and it's painful. It's very very painful, and it raises a lot of emotions and guilt and questions of what can we do different, and it it's a place to work with our inner world, and it's very important to have those safe spaces to do so. But when we go out from this safe space and we meet you know the, the the outside world, sometimes it's for me it was very important to learn that I don't need to speak with all of them. I don't want to get involved with many of them because the violence now here in Israel and in the West Bank and all over the world is very high level. People are, I think, very unstable. We see it in larger scale and smaller. Reactions can be very dangerous. For me, as a person, I really I don't call myself even a peace activist because I'm just a person who see human being as human beings, like Muhammad says. But for other people in Israel now, I'm a traitor, or um, they spit on me sometimes when I go to events, and not to talk about real violence like attacking us because we choose to be to stay to stay we loyal to the values that our parents taught us, and this what gives me the strength to do that because it's for my parents. So like Muhammad says, if we are not we cannot be other people because we are like that. We have made a choice that we will not lose our humanity and our human values um, before anything else. But when I go out, I know not everyone is like me, and it's to see with open eyes, and not a naive. I'm not afraid, but to be smart and not naive, and to understand and to know that for many people now I'm an enemy, because it threats the values of them. So I'm saying it because I think it's important to remember that we mean well, and we actually dream about a harmonious world, but the steps we need to take are also to say, no, this I'm not willing to confront. And it doesn't matter to me if it's Jewish people or Arabic people but kind of a behavior that we need to say very clearly, no, this is not the way.
Thank you. Thank you, Maayan, all of you for your honesty and your sharing. And when I hear what you're sharing, Maayan, I think we need this call every week, calls like this, because the more we can have these places together where we know we're being held and appreciated and valued, right? The easier it is, I think, to keep the boundary out there. So please tell us, everyone who is here, what do you need for us? What kind of gatherings? How often? So that you have a place where you can be as open and honest as you want, and it will support you in taking care of yourself in a world that is so troubled right now. So I am shocked at how little time we have left. Mohammed, are you okay if we open it up, or would you like to add something? But at the end, I want to for sure hear about the sharing of the stories that's coming up. So,
No, yeah, it's okay. You can,
okay.
yeah, you
All
can just open
right,
it.
so I think I see two dear friends, Ismail and Lynn, who want to share. So first, Ismail, um, I think you're unmuted now. Yeah.
Yep.
Hello, my
Hello, hello.
hello, hello.
Hi, everyone.
May
First of all,
can I spotlight you so people can see you? Is it okay?
yeah, sure, I'm okay with that. First of all, I'm sorry for your loss, Maayan. And I think in this conversation, we are beautify the reality, the true reality in the ground. And I appreciate you a lot, Roberta, bringing people together, whatever, agree with each other, or we are not agree with each other, just to meet and talk face to face and to break the walls between our heart. The reality in the ground, first of all, I don't agree with the sentence or the word violent. It's not a violent. It is people living under occupation for decades now. And Mohamed, what he's sharing about the beauty with the relationship and the beauty and as a human being, and Mohamed, he cannot go from his house just 15 minutes to a town close to his house, Qalandia, without 3 checkpoints there. With the whole things, even he don't mention for 20,000 kids get slaughters, get murders in Gaza. There is 10,000 bodies under the rebels now still in Gaza. There is 10,000 Palestinian prisoners. They live in miserable ways now. If we want to make different, we have to face the truth, to talk about what's exactly real going on the ground with open heart and open mind. For me, I don't care if you call the land Palestine, you call Israel Palestine, if you call it like falafel country, hummus country. I don't care about that. I don't care. Like, I don't mind if my neighbor, he's Shlomo or he's Muhammad. I don't mind about that. The only thing I mind, my neighbor, he's a good neighbor. I need to talk about the truth. What's going on there? We are, as a Palestinian, our life is miserable life. Not now, not to yesterday, not a month ago, not a year ago, not 10 years ago. We are living this life now 109 years since England occupied Palestine. 109 years we live in the same situation. Read the history. We live in the same situation. You know, I don't want to talk about the killing. I don't want to talk about wars. I want to talk just about the simple life. Simple life as a Palestinian, to go from your house to your job, which is 10 minutes, like 10-minute driving, like 5 miles far. You face 2 checkpoints, and sometimes the checkpoint check you naked. I don't want to talk about it. Is an occupation, and military occupation, economy occupation, a culture occupation, an education occupation. We are struggling with everything. We are struggling with water, we're struggling with food, with freedom. In the checkpoint, not allow you to contact eyes with the soldier. If your eyes contact with the soldier's eyes, you're gonna be beating in the checkpoint. Our neighbors, they are not just our neighbors, they are our brothers and sisters. Like, if you want to tell me God promised me this land, I will tell you, okay, God promised you the land. We are brothers and sisters, we could share. And brothers and sisters, they could share together. This war, this what's going on, it's not us as people. They make a brainwash for people to hate each others. This is a war for imperialism, for money, for capitalism, not war